Welcome to game number 2 here in the LPL between FPX and IG. Game number 1, that was a rough one for IG, it has to be said. FPX absolutely destroyed them. My name is Munchables. I'm joined by Dr. Dagda here. And Doctor, imagine I'm bringing you a patient here, wheeling it into your little hospital tent thing. We're on a battlefield, I guess. Yeah. Give me a prescription here, because IG is in terrible shape. I need something to fix up the wounds.
Well, I think there's a couple different things, and it comes back to this draft. I think I need a scalpel staff to remove this Galio from the game. Get rid of it altogether. Take it out of the situation. I think you also want about 40 CCs of getting your counter picks on red side in the end of your draft, so then that also means you can't get counter picked on blue side. And finally, I think they need a real quick injection of some Leyan, because Ning just wasn't cutting it for me that game.
I've got some bad news for you. We're straight out of Leyan. It's going to be Ning in game number 2 as well. But I agree on the red side draft. I would love to see the counter picks a little bit later on. We need to see some, I don't know, some signs of life in the early game. I feel like maybe putting the Shy on something like a weak side top laner. Because look, against top esports, the Shy got camped. Basically 4 games in a row, you lose the series. Game number 1 of this series, the Shy gets camped, you lose the game. Maybe something needs to change here.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've seen the Shy play the Ornn before. 4 games, and I remember him in that Sunim when he was actually picking up solo kills on the Ornn. So it's not like he's not able to play this champion. No. It just seems like for the last little while, he's been all on the Jace. He's probably been playing it a fair bit in solo queue. It's just like, look, I want to play it on the main stage. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been working out, especially when they're leaving it open to have whatever the hell FPX want to play against it. So now I want to see coming into this draft what they decide to mix things up with. I think you need to, especially as IG, when you are all about this win lane, win game style, have a counter pick. Get yourselves onto something that at least somewhere you can control the pace of this game. And for me, yes, we're talking about the Shy, but for me it stems back to that mid lane. It has to be controlling Doinby, because you can see the second he got out of lane and was able to have impact on the map, that's where FPX do their best.
It's easier said than done, though, to control Doinby. We're done roasting IG, let's talk about FPX, and let's talk about our MVP here in game number 1. It's going to be Tian. He set everything up beautifully. The Graves pick, I said before the break, it was magnificent. 6-0 and 10, by the way. Didn't have a single death.
And 26% of the team's damage as well. That is insanely high for a jungler. To give you an idea, our next highest, our average for junglers is Kanavi, who's got 18.8%. 26% is monumentally higher. And it all started this snowball off of the play you're seeing on your screen, where Tian was getting onto the map first, controlling this game far better, and picking off multiple members of IG at the 3-minute mark.
I mean, this brawl to start the game was just hilarious. And Rookie obviously flashes over the wall, but Tian still had his flash too, and he's able to get that second kill. Or in fact, I think Doinby picked it up in the end. But the key thing was that entire time, Tian's just free fire.
Yeah, and overall, FPX looked absolutely astounding in this game. When Tian got off to this early lead, he was using that to get into the face of IG. And even though it was like, okay, well, Syndra stealing away the blue buff, it didn't matter. It was about controlling where IG could go, making sure they could spot Ning so he couldn't have the impact that he needed, and then setting up Doinby to come in on these great plays using the Galio ultimate. So overall, FPX playing this stellar style, and it felt like IG just were not prepared for it at all.
It feels like individual strength versus team strength, and team strength is winning out so far here for FPX, but we're ready to jump into the draft for game number 2. See how this one will continue. And immediately, the respect ban on the Galio will come through. Also a ban on the Graves, but FPX going to rinse and repeat there, man.
Well, Doctor, my work here is done, and now we just need to see how IG are going to start to progress forward. If we can see some of these solo lane picks left till later on in the stage, I think could obviously work a lot better. You can still get the likes of your support here. You can try and lock in something for Ning in the jungle. With the Trundle being hovered here, I'd imagine a Lee Sin for Ning could come through. But when I'm over on FPX side, I love the Trundle pick. Get Tian onto something he can have a good time in that jungle role with. And that Misfortune, once again, strong into the Aphelios if you can find these team fights.
Nice rotation here for FPX, especially considering the Trundle was banned away in the first game of this series. It's been a first pick, first ban across the playoffs so far, and it's incredibly strong in that jungle role. But Aphelios and Thresh is certainly not a lane to be sniffed at. And IG, They're going to go with the Jace again. They believe in it. But bear in mind, this is a flex pick. We saw the shy on it in game number 1, but Rookie has played plenty of Jace across his career.
It is a flex, but I still imagine that FPX, if they want to, can go back towards something like the Ornn here, where you still have this super stable top laner, a lot of engage, Khan looked stellar on it, and leave the counter pick towards that last rotation until you find out exactly what is going on with the Nautilus.
The Nautilus comes on through. So the bottom lane locked in for both teams, and it's a jungler for FPX. It could mean that now they focus towards the enemy jungle on the bans, but actually, they reckon that this Jace is going to the top lane, so they focus on towards Rookie. Syndra still available as well. With his LeBlanc taken, you'd expect Syndra to be the second ban.
Yeah, there's a couple of options you can go towards as FPX here, where
they could pick Syndra.
They could pick Syndra. But as FPX, you can either look to ban away AP junglers, so then you force that Jace into the top side of the map, and also pinch Ning's champion pool here, or, as they're looking at now, ban away these mid laners that are going to be causing you a real issue.
Ban away the Orianna.
Yeah,
that's what I reckon.
The LeBlanc, Orianna, and then you can just go towards the Syndra yourself. But now that that's gone, looks like maybe Doinby could be looking to take this Nautilus in towards the mid lane himself, potentially still.
He could also go for something like the Rise. Bear in mind, he will play that into most matchups. Still, the Galio was banned, remember. You know, I'm getting baited by hovers. I'm not going to talk about him until they're locked in, but the Rise still available. You've removed 2 lane bullies away from the mid lane. Does mean that Rise has a bit more time to start scaling up.
So we see here what Khan wants to take into that top side. I still think going for something that can have a little bit more flexibility, because again, not certain where this Jace is going. We'll now get confirmation as to where that is. So this Aatrox could work to just try and face off against the Jace. You will get poked out a little bit, but if you've got some jungler intervention, can look to help yourself and try and kill whoever this Jace is going towards. And don't forget, Doinby has played this Aatrox previously, so we're matching flex with flex here to a certain extent on FPX.
Yeah, to an extent. We do need some AP on the side of FPX. We need to see some magic damage coming through for them. On the other side, though, Rookie goes for the Azir in that mid lane. And there is a very squishy team there for IG. This is very IG style in terms of just pure damage on their side, but Azir, not necessarily a pick that I know Rookie for.
It's a strange draft from IG, because usually when we see the likes of Azir, you want something that's very tanky in the front line, so then you can allow this Azir to set up his soldiers and then start to quickly work through the enemy squad, but you haven't really got anyone that can set up properly for this Azir. And yes, you've got that accelerated shock blast to try and kite away, but the problem that you're seeing there is that Azir wants to be positioned in one spot to get the soldiers continuously auto-attacking.
So the only other thing is, he has played it 1 game this split, and he did dive at tier 2 and was the primary source of engage for IG when he played that Azir. So bear in mind that Rookie's Azir and a normal Azir are not necessarily the same thing. On the other side of the board, though, we did see the Twisted Fate as the final lock-in here for FPX. They're going for a pretty similar style to what they went for in game number 1, but the change in the top lane is interesting to me because we got a bit more of a matchup there where we could see some 1v1 action.
Yeah, and I think that's what we were expecting a lot coming into IG versus FPX, was the Shy facing off against Khan in a much more aggressive fashion. Now, though, we'll have to see if it can try and come through. The problem is, I don't think it's just going to be 1v1. You've already seen how FPX want to get up there and try and camp out the Shy, and even if you don't have Doinby on the roam, it's still Tian who's been putting a lot of focus towards this top side of the map as well, and that's the addition that we've seen with Khan coming into the roster, is this adaptation to play towards the top side, help out the Shy when he's on carrying champions like this Aatrox is capable of doing. So I'd imagine Tian is still going to put a lot of attention on this trundle towards that top side of the map.
It's what we've seen out of Tian in the past, and it's something I'm hoping Ning will be recognizing coming into this game. I want to see Ning up in that top side, camping just like Tian did in game number 1. That doing B Twisted Fate pick as well. I'm excited to see what he's got up his sleeve with that one. We've got our Gyos coming in. The fans at home are ready to see this one. I'm sure you guys at home are as well, as we jump into game number 2. And I'm hoping for a bit more of a performance out of IG, because I feel like I've been a bit ripped off in game number 1. They got crushed by FPX, and I'm wanting an absolute brawl here. I'm wanting to see IG come in swinging. I want to see the hard engage Azir out of Rookie.
So this is where I think you've got, as you talked about, kind of this double-sided coin for Rookie, where yes, you can play that hard engage style, but also that Emperor's Divide does provide great disengage. And it feels like that might be more what IG are looking for, is to try and again this kite back style and see if they can poke at FPX. But the problem when you look over towards FPX's side is, well, they've got Khan, who's great in a flank with the Aatrox. You've got Doinby, who can teleport in behind you to stop you from being able to disengage correctly. Plus Crisp, who's got that easy point-and-click CC with the depth charge. And when I look towards IG's side, anyone who gets caught by that depth charge is going to die pretty damn quick.
FPX want to make something happen right here at level number 1. They move in towards the red buff, and it'll be uncontested as Ning moves towards the top side of the map, realizes he can't contest for that, and actually he's going to go for the enemy red buff, but he's going to be very late starting on this and spotted on a ward.
So you'll see here is Khan. Now he's going to try and play this a little bit more safe because, oh, hang on, actually Doinby wants to try and get involved here.
He's going to try and grab this one for himself. He's got to pick a card.
Oh,
He's going to go for the stun because Khan's on the way as well. Ning's in a hole. Wait.
Oh,
Ning gets it. He gets level 2, jumps over to a ward. Here comes Tian, though. We've got a brawl at level 1 here. Red card, though, isn't going to be the stun. That's not going to be the ticket. Now straight with the damage. He flashes over the wall. Smite comes through. Tian barely survives. Ning desperate to get away with his life. The Sonic Wave over the wall would do wonders for Ning. He doesn't quite find it, and that means Khan surely will grab himself first blood. Tian needs to be careful. Whoo! Khan the carry with first blood.
That's what we call a calculator right there from Tian, but great early game from FPX. Tian starts on that bottom side and instantly passes towards his own red once he spots that Ning is starting there. And even when you look towards Khan and Doinby, giving up that early game control in their waves to come over and help secure that kill, it won't be too much of an issue for Doinby. He's fine in just trying to play more of a utility style. It's not like he's wanting a whole bunch of CS here and still can pick up a huge amount under his turret. But the kill going over towards Khan is much more important in helping him to control this top lane against the Shy. He's opted for the electrocute here, so looking to get aggressive and on top of the Shy to burst them out with that runestone.
I feel like you could watch that play back, and you see the moment when Ning spots Doinby contesting the red. It's like moment. It's a freeze frame there. He's like, you know, I made a calculated play, but man, am I bad at maths. Oh dear. Anyway, Rookie going to be going with the Azir up against this Twisted Fate for Doinby, and second game in a row, Doinby bringing this unsealed spellbook once again. He just loves that keystone.
The good news for the Shy here, though, is he did manage to push in the top side of the map. So this bounce back now will give the Shy the opportunity to freeze the wave, cause Khan to lose a little bit more of that CS. But as he talks about, Unsealed Spellbook here for Doinby means that he'll be able to try and make his impact known on the rest of the map once again, although Tian, just off the back of that gold card, looking for the gank move.
Doesn't go for it, decides he wants himself some chicken instead. We'll be able to grab a Mega Chicken and a few minis as well. Doinby is not winning these trades in the mid lane, though. He keeps on going for them. He's happy to keep trading back and forth. Does have the Corrupting Potion.
Now grouping up with Tian as well. This is where he just wants to try and push in and threaten a dive around the map. So get that vision down in the enemy jungle here. We'll spot where Ning is. And now, once they see Ning pathing away from this bottom side of the map, they can look to make this 4-man dive play towards the bottom side.
So let's talk a little bit about these two bot lane duos that we do have, because let's bear in mind, IG, we talk about Puff and Southwind being the late game insurance policy for IG. And by the looks of things, they're not going to be falling as dramatically behind as they did in game number 1. They've got Nephelios, they've got a Thresh to protect him. That feels pretty good.
It felt like Puff and Southwind were the only part of the map that didn't fall uber far behind. Yes, they lost a little bit of CS, but it was the Shy, Ning, and Rookie who were the ones that were falling behind. And this is why we talk about Puff and Southwind as this insurance plan for IG, where if things start to go awry, well, we still have Puff, who's been doing a fantastic job in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, though, he can't carry when you're 11,000 gold ahead at 28 minutes into the game.
Oh, Tian's made it into that brush, and the Shy is none the wiser. Has his flash available, but Khan wants a second kill, and Tian is happy to gift him it over on a silver platter. There's the flash, but it's too little too late, and Khan with a second.
One day, the Shy will learn that he's not allowed to do things like this, but unfortunately, today is not that day for IG fans. Now Tian making his own way over towards his Krugs, as Ning trying to answer for that kill in the top lane.
Ning wants a piece of this Ting, but he's not finding it just yet. Has to move away. The Shy's return, but the teleport will be matched. That means Khan will be here to soak up all of these minions. Bear in mind, there is a monumental CS lead in that top lane in favor of the Shy right now. And this is one of the powers of their Jace. If he is left alone for any extended period, he can bully like crazy.
It's also off of that early play where we saw everyone move over to try and kill Ning, but the Shy is not being left alone this game. Tian once again now moving in. Will be spot on the ward though, so the Shy would know that he's there.
DoingB has been having a bit of a hard time of it in the mid lane, and this is kind of what you expect as Rookie. He wants a piece of the troll. Ning there to support the mid laner as well, but Tian is tanky, and with a pillar, with DoingB here as well, they can keep themselves alive. Ning can find a Sonic Wave though. Health bars are low for FPX. Doesn't quite connect, and they walk away.
Ning not able to find the play alongside Rookie. And Rookie, unfortunately, really low on mana, so wasn't able to try and help out, but we're going to see a replay on this top side, and it's the Shy shoving in aggressively. I thought he's going to look for a freeze earlier on when that wave was pushing in against him, but it's the Shy. He likes to live underneath the enemy's tower, and unfortunately this time, it does net the kill for FPX.
I'm kind of surprised he went for the flash there, honestly. It felt...
Especially when the Trundle Pillar's still available.
Yeah,
you just know you're going to run into it. But DoingB as well, feeling a little bit doomed in this mid lane, has had a lot of attention from Rookie, and even on this Azir, you can get a lot of pressure towards the Twisted Fate. And that's...
All right, we got another fight in the jungle, I guess, because Ning has decided to solo invade. Southwind is here as well. Tian suddenly finds himself 1v3. Smite goes through from Ning. Here comes Khan, though, and he's got a lot of damage right now. Ning's on the wrong side of this play. Pillar comes through. Khan with a third. Now onto the rest of the team. Southwind does still have his flash, but he's rooted up. Has to get out of there. It's just going to be one in favor of FPX. Wait, what?
Puff? Wait. What?
How are you under the tower? How are you under the tower? Chris wasn't even there.
You were the chosen one, Puff. You were not supposed to be the aggressive one.
What? I just... I don't know. If anyone, send us an email. Let us know what on earth happened here. I guess, okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, no.
You know what? You're on your own for this one, Dagda. I'm going home.
I see. All right, cool. I'll catch you later.
I'm just kidding. I'll stick around. Just for you, Dagda.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Because I would definitely need some compatriotism to get myself through this, because otherwise I don't really know what I'm going to do, because FPX are running away with this. 1,500 gold, and especially with FPX, the way they want to play this game is enabling DoingB to get off into these side lanes. You can go for this 1-3-1 style. Having this early gold lead lets them set up really well, alongside being able to enable DoingB, who wants to try and get towards this Vages very, very quickly. Having a bit of a kill and that assist go into his back pocket is really going to help him out.
It ain't pretty. The CS leads, though, they're pretty on the side of IG. That's the one thing that they've got going for them right now, which is nice. They've got a 1,000 gold lead in favor of FPX across the board, but Puff has a bit of an advantage. The Shy does not. He is feeling the wrath of that blade from Khan.
And look at that CS has turned around. Now with 3 kills on towards Khan. The Ninja Tabe as well finished off. He's so much better at taking some of this damage from the Shy and turning it back on towards this chase.
Here comes DoingB and the Shy. Oh, might be able to trade. Can't get it in the end. He's going to trade it for a dragon at least on the bottom side of the map. DoingB needs to be careful. There's only one minion there. Ooh, gets away before the tower shot comes through. Ning now once again sparring with Tian. He's going to be the one in control on this bottom side, though.
I like what Tian's doing here. He's mirroring bottom side, though, to stop dive from coming through. Even the ultimate used by LWX here to make sure that nothing can go awry.
If Crisp had found that hook, that could have been a kill coming through, but Rookie was there as well.
Look at the top side, though. Khan has just gotten 2 plates for himself off this play. IG commit to the bottom side. FPX do a good job of defending anything from going wrong there. And yes, the dragon goes over towards IG, but I'm more interested in the way that this Rift Herald is going to work, because you've now got this has been sitting on the map for about 2 minutes. And unfortunately, LWX hasn't been able to get the push alongside Crisp to go and make their way towards that. But it doesn't really matter for FPX, because you've got a 4-kill Aatrox in the top lane. You've nearly got DoingB where he has that teleport available and can come and join in, alongside Tian, who's been doing wonders in this jungle.
Look, Dagda, I'm going to ask you a question now. Where was this guy when FPX were fighting against JDG? Zoom looked amazing in the top lane. We had Gimgoon coming out from FPX, who just couldn't cut the bill. Khan looks unstoppable here. He looked great on the Ornn in game number 1. Now on the Aatrox as well, looks amazing. If top lane is a kingdom, Khan is its king right now.
And your guess is as good as mine in that situation, Munch, because I expected Khan to play that series against JDG, especially when we were looking down the barrel of a 3-0. Start to mix things up. Try and get Khan in this top side who can control the lane against Zoom. And now you can see against the Shy, with a little bit of help from Tian, he's had 0 problems controlling IGs.
It's been a rough old start to the series, hasn't it, for IG? But let's bear in mind, we're ragging on them a bit, but they're only 1,500 gold behind. They've still got an Aphelios to work with who, you know, can do Aphelios things later on in the game. He's one of those AD carries that scales exceptionally well. But Misfortune, it has to be said, can do similar things, especially if you get a good bullet time across the team. Both of them going to be building crit. Ning starts onto the Rift Herald here.
They spot Chris roaming though, so FPX looking to make a play topside.
Yeah, they want the Shy, forces the flash. Pillar's still available. They're going to go for the dive here. Khan has the damage. 5-0-0. Ning wants to try and help, but I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a fight you want. World Ender has timed out, and Rookie is here as well. But Tian gets away on the frozen domain, and Rookie's here too late.
The problem as well is Doimbi is pushing in this mid lane. He almost has the Destiny available. Teleport is up. So if anything starts to happen in this top side from IG, he can make his presence known. So right now, he's happy to just clear this wave, put Rookie behind for the roam, and FPX come out on top once again.
And just look at the beautiful scoreline right there for Khan. He's 5-0-0. His bounty is 5-0-0. He's great at the top lane, but he does it in a nice, clean fashion as well. Doombi gets a stun onto Ning, and that means that he's able to dodge away from the Sonic Wave as well. We'll call it a dodge. We'll let Ning off with that one. But the Herald stopped once again. Oh, does he get the plate? The answer's no. LWX doesn't get his 160 gold.
And this is what I love about FPX, is that every time you try to make a play as an opponent, they will answer somewhere on the map. You try to make that play as IG. Hang on.
The Shy dodges the pillar. Nicely done there. Gets a bit of damage down onto Khan. Here comes Tian with a great Dragon Wage and Sonic Wave. Very nicely done. Rookie's here to answer as well. And Tian will fall. IG finally find a play.
Off the back of the Shy as well, and Ning with this great kick onto Khan, but Khan was so low on health, I didn't think he'd try and go aggressive there, but feeling that bounty that you talked about, well, it's just gone over into the hands of IG.
Beautifully done, and I'm pretty sure that bounty went the way of Ning. They would have loved to give that over to the Shy there, but he still gets a kill for himself. He's still going to be able to finish off that Ghost Blade, I would imagine, yeah. So let's take another look at that, because you'd expect Khan to be able to win this.
The thing here, though, is the Shy with the phase rush and the acceleration gate is so quick at moving away from the likes of Tian. When Khan goes over aggressive, Ning comes out of the bush, kick through the 2, and a great flash to follow up for bot lane.
Here we go, LWX ignited, and I think he's going to go down, but the bullet time across them both isn't quite enough. Great work there from Southwind to find the AD carry. And this is just action after action, but most importantly, it's kills for IG.
Finally, we see IG turning up. Puff and Southwind getting a play on their own. And on the top side, though, FPX do answer for a turret. The plates have already fallen, so they won't get all of that help. But Tian now needs to defend mid against Rookie.
Yeah, Rookie is going to be very quick at going through those towers. And Infernal Drake for IG as well. Bear in mind, they got the Clown Drake to start things off earlier on in this game. The Shy now, he's wanting a fight, but I'm not sure that he really wants this one for himself. Exhausted and just finished off easily there. Tian now arrives on the party. They'll grab themselves a Herald.
IG did get the Dragon on the bottom side. Now they're putting pressure towards mid, though, and IG are not looking to just roll over in this game. The gold is only about 1,500 gold. Still very manageable for IG, but they need to try and keep themselves on this clock, moving faster than FPX can answer for.
So, Dagda, that play right there from the Shy, is that the Shy being camped? Is that him being bullied, or is that just mispositioning?
It's a bit of both. He is obviously being camped, but his position hasn't been great so far. And especially when you see Doimbi there, you know he's not entering River by himself. And he's going to have that gold card available. If it was a very big misstep from the Shy to not respect how much Doinby can close the gap on this Twisted Fate.
All right, let's recap on the game here, because Shy finishes off the Herald, but a tower went down. So we're 2 for 2 on towers here. 1 in the bottom lane in favor of IG, 1 in the top lane in favor of FPX. The mid lane towers are actually, 1 still available. In fact, it was the tier 2 that went down in favor of IG in that bottom side of the map.
And maybe this will open up the opportunity for IG to try and put some pressure down there, especially when we look towards the likes of that Baron that's going to be spawning in about 4 minutes' time. But the problem here is that IG, when these long lanes start to open up, FPX can use the likes of this Twisted Fate a lot better. You've got the double teleports there on Khan and Doinby as well. It becomes a lot more difficult for IG to operate in these longer lanes. And Azir is not a carry that you want situated in these side lanes. You want them grouped with the team.
So let's talk a little bit about kind of where we're at in the game right now. As IG, they want to find a pick for themselves, but they're not going to find it here. Because it feels like in terms of scaling, you've got an Azir, you've got an Aphelios. It feels like IG are going to be looking good later on in the game. But they don't really have a front line, so it's not going to function the way you'd expect these carries to function. And they're up against an Aatrox, they're up against a Trundle. How is that going to look later on in the game?
What we talked about a little bit early is the ability of Doinby to get into this backline. This is why we often see this build coming through from Doinby, which is the Rod of Ages in towards the Zhonya's Hourglass, because it means you can go very deep into the enemy backline, get the stun off that allows the rest of the team to engage, and the Zhonya's Hourglass buys you time for that team catch-up to happen. So Doinby now in a side lane, look to stay here for a little bit before he joins the rest of his team in some of these pick-off scenarios.
FPX find yet another tower for themselves. It's going to be 3 for 3 now across the map, but I think importantly, FPX are the team to grab that mid lane first, but it was answered now. So when it comes to map control, when it comes to getting deep vision, it's going to be just about even there. It's only that top lane tower that's going to be plaguing IG when it comes to getting into the side of the map for FPX. Did any of that make sense?
Some of them. To be honest, I just kind of zone out
like
at some stage to just be like, okay, you're...
The logic was
going.
there, but I feel like the words didn't really match it necessarily. What I'm saying is, there's only one tier 1 left, and it's in the top lane, and it's FPX's. There you go. That means they can't get the wards indeed.
There's the word economy that you wanted. Just tighten it.
There you go.
Perfect. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. I've been practicing for weeks now.
Yeah. Looking towards FPX here, though, again, they're starting to get this control on the map. Look at where the waves are being pushed. Yes, IG are getting them back out, but it's more giving FPX the time to back away, get some of these items under their belt, and try and get these waves pushing at the same time. When you've got Khan now, who's going to have to try and work up towards this top side, it's a little bit more difficult for FPX to have these waves crash at the same time, so not able to get as much off of this push as they would like and get that deep vision that they're looking for in IG's jungle.
That was one of the big strengths as well from FPX in game number 1, was that deep vision. We saw them take complete control of IG's side of the map. This time they are ahead in gold at the 20-minute mark here, but nowhere near as significantly. It's going to be out about 2,000-3,000 in their favor, but a huge amount of that is on Khan this time around. Last time it was Doinby that had the lead, and it meant they could snowball a little bit harder.
The snowball hasn't come through as hard, but IG have been doing a great job to keep themselves in check here. And this has been a bit of a speciality of IG, is keeping that gold lead. However much it starts to go in favor of their opponents, try and keep it as minuscule as possible. They will try and look for fights, and especially as FPX start to group towards this dragon, IG have the potential to put themselves on towards Soul Point. So FPX will be trying to stop IG from entering into this pit. But IG with mid lane pressure can just look to take towers instead.
Could have a bit of a battle here because Khan's on the top side of mid lane and the rest of the team is over towards this dragon. Khan wants the flank. Tian started this one off already, has the smite. Just about gets it in time. Ning has to flash away, and now the flank. Doinby goes golden to keep himself alive. Chris moving in, but great Empress divide. Southwind forced to flash. Khan doesn't have the damage, but he will. No, he gets cut down in the end. LWA splashes over the wall. He wants some kills of his own. Gets onto the Shy. Hook, though, from Southwind. They finish off the kill onto the carry. And it's IG that are coming out on top. Doinby barely gets away.
Doinby went deep to try and set up the play, but FPX couldn't get onto people as quickly as they'd like. And even Doinby forced to go golden before he could throw out his card. So no stun, no anything. IG are turning towards the Baron.
They go straight onto the Baron here. They've got an Azir. They can burn through this objective, and Doinby, he knows that he can't stick around and contest this one. 5 seconds until Tian's on the map. Doinby's going to TP back in to try and make a play here. He knows he's got to stop this happening. Has the gold card available, but Khan is going to be here to back him up. Teleport from the Shy. It's going to be Southwind, very low. Aftershock's gone, and Doinby gets the kill. On towards Khan, though. They were just baiting. They just wanted more kills. Now onto Doinby. He's in a 1 versus 3. Sonic Wave is there. Does he have the damage? Support arrives, and he will survive.
IG can back though, have Rookie heal up and then rejoin the Mathis Baron pit if they would like, but with how low the Shy is and Ning is, they won't look right now, but still, more kills going in favor of IG, and now we start to see how good IG can be in these fights, and a lot of this is off the back of Doinby going too deep. Didn't have the support of the team here. A great hook from Southwind means that he can't even get the stun off onto Puff before Doinby goes down. And then Puff, a menace in this fight, alongside great peel coming in from Southwind throughout this engage.
LWX doing his best there in that fight. He nearly finished the plays off, but Southwind with a clutch hook keeps his team alive, keeps them in the play. And suddenly, we're looking at a way more even game between these two teams.
And this is the difference between the last game and this one, is Khan not having this guaranteed engage with the likes of the Ornn, where you've got super long range to allow for a solar flare to come out from Crisp. This double whammy was too much for IG to try and fight back against, but this time around, because Khan is on this Aatrox, oh, hang on.
Oh, Puff's in trouble. There's a stun card coming through from Doinby, and the bullet time gets interrupted by a pillar, but Puff will still fall. Great play here from FPX to punish the IG AD carry.
If you're not able to kite back as IG, well, FPX are going to jump on you. Managed to pick off Puff at the start of that. Khan hovering in the wings here, but
what was it that interrupted the bullet time? Because I said it was a pillar, but he's on the same team as the Trundle, so it can't have been. But he cancelled the bullet time for sure.
Might have just been able
Maybe
to
just double hit R.
Possibility, but FPX here now in control regardless. They got the kill. That was what they wanted in that scenario. And they're opting back in towards getting these waves in order. Trying to push in, get the vision down. Unfortunately, though, it's all committed to the bot side when the Baron is the big objective that both teams are looking at.
I'm kind of amazed that Rookie wants this 1v1 right now.
1v1.
Khan is running away because Southwind and Ning are here on the scene. And here we go with the hard engages here. Dives the tower. Southwind happy to tank. And another nice easy kill for IG. They're starting to get things rolling.
And again, this was coming back to where the vision control was for FPX. Focus on that bottom side means that there's no idea for Khan as to where IG are on the map. He ends up paying for the sins of the rest of the team. But FPX now, still going forward.
Yeah, they can get through towers real quick with an MF and a Twisted Fate. Bear in mind, TF, even though he builds AP, has a lot of attack speed built into his kit natively. Rookie, though, will find an answer elsewhere on the map and finally knock this first tower down.
And this now becomes a bit of an issue for FPX because, well, IG are getting control back of this game. They're getting the tempo in their advantage. And if these waves are consistently pushing in against FPX, they'll never have the opportunity for Doinby to pressure off in the side lane. And that was where, even in their semi-finals, FPX really slowed down and fell apart against JDG. So now FPX, the onus is on them to get control back of this Baron area. Try and get these engages onto IG, because if you've got Rookie who's providing the Emperor's Divide with that kite back ability alongside Setwind with the box, well, IG would just poke you all day and make it impossible for you to win out.
One thing I actually want to bring up as well is the more I think about it, even though it's not typically a Rookie pick, this is it. I actually quite like it when it comes to the matchup, because we said in game number 1, Rookie likes to bully his lane, right? He likes to look for these 1v1 kills. And obviously, Azir is not the pick for that. But this isn't the matchup for that. Doinby is not going to let you do that. He's going to move elsewhere on the map. He's going to be part of plays elsewhere. So why not pick something that's going to scale exceptionally, that can abuse when you do leave that lane?
It's a risky call, but it did pay off for IG. But now Khan is hiding in the bush.
Yeah, we've got a fight on our hands here. Bullet time across everyone on IG, but they survive for now. Drake going to be down to half and is taken up by IG. That soul point for them now is in goes Ning. Gets a kick onto 2B, but he's got a Zhonya's. Puff exhausted. Moonlight Vigil not enough, and he goes down. In goes Ning onto the back line as well. Everybody from FPX low. This could be the IG fight. Rookie gets yet another. Ning will find Khan, surely dodges away from the sweet spot. Sonic Wave will be able to find him surely here. Gives it over to Rookie though, and a triple on the Birdman.
A triple for the Azir, a triple on the Dragons. IG find the fight that they needed, and off of these kills that they started to get, well, Rookie's becoming monstrous. Puff is becoming huge, and this late game team fight that IG can still have is becoming very difficult for FPX to deal with. I want to take a look back at that fight though, because IG played it so well. Kiting back into the pit meant that when that Emperor's Divide came through, right at the face of this pit, FPX can't get in. I got worried when I saw where IG were positioned here. It's like, right, Khan's going to get in, Tian's going to get into the face, and LWX can try and set up across the line here, but Ning gets a great kickback onto Doinby, and then this Emperor's Divide, after Rookie comes back in here, forces FPX back out of the fight, and then the Shy and Rookie are in this perfect spot where nobody's able to touch them apart from LWX, but he's running for the hills.
I love Ning there, by the way. Khan is on 100 HP next to him. He's like, let me just quickly finish this Scuttle Crab. I need the 120 gold for later on in the game. I'm nearly on an item. I'll finish you later, Khan. I want to give you over to Rookie. Oh, hilarious. But what a fight, though, coming out from IG now. Look at the damage in the difference between mid laners there. We got another fight, though. Tian's been caught. This time, there's no way out.
One quick kick and the Trundle disappears. Now IG want to do the same magic trick with this Baron. Khan off on the side, though. Here comes the teleport from Doinby.
Here we go. Shy has his teleport as well, but he's not going to use it. He's near enough.
Oh my God!
What? Bullet time gets it. That cannot be allowed to happen. Khan will answer for it. But you know what? FPX are happy with that.
They got the Baron. That's what they wanted. And especially when Doinby is still up and alive, he can look to play through these side lanes and utilize that Baron buff. The problem right now for FPX, though, is 2 dead, and IG want revenge for that steal.
Oh, LWX has got a grin cheek to cheek right here. Oh, there's a hook, though, from Southwind. Onto Crispo, not the ideal target. Pops his stone plate. It's a relatively big cooldown. But I think IG, they're going to reset off the back of this one, and they're going to be gutted not to have that Baron.
It would have made things so much easier for IG, especially if they want to try and set up in these siege scenarios and poke out FPX under turrets. The Baron would have helped massively. Now, though, with FPX having stolen that away, Doinby can be on this side lane pressure. Khan, unfortunately, was dead for that, well, died afterwards, so not going to have his own Baron buff, but still that added pressure onto IG means it's going to be a bit difficult for them to try and gain back the advantages they'd started to get on their favor.
This is such a fun game to watch. This is what I wanted out of game one. Let's take another look, because
hell,
the smite came through as well. It was just a minuscule amount too early. That's got to be a single server tick too early there.
That was incredible. You didn't even see it like tick over onto 18 health or something. It was just straight gone. So LWX managing the miracle play there, and that's exactly what FPX needed. But unfortunately for IG, it's a steal that never should have happened. There was no jungler there. You just wait until it goes a little bit lower and take it for yourself.
The panic smite, though, it's something that plagues us all. Well, at least it plagues Ning. Apparently, he's going to miss out on the Baron.
It's 15. Definitely one that plagues me. I'm not going to lie.
Look at the kill score right now. We're on 29 kills. Look at the clock right now. We're on 29 minutes. We got to kill a minute. This is what I wanted out of this series. None of that game one rubbish. This is the kind of brawl I was hoping for.
And it's some of the best players that the LPL has to offer, showing their stuff in this third place match. Now, though, IG moving in, trying to see if they can fight toe-to-toe against FPX for this Ocean Soul. Keep your eyes on Doinby, though. Still in this mid lane, still has the Destiny available to try and join in on the back line of IG.
That's one of the most important things to mention as well. You mentioned that Destiny. It's not just about the teleport either. It's about, you can always tell where IG are. You can always just pop that ultimate to get yourself vision. Ocean Drake will be spawning in 15 seconds. This would be soul for IG if they can grab it.
IG can play keep away though, and they're looking for Doinby.
They want to find the Twisted Fate, kick him into their team. Zonya's available, but what else has he got? The CC's there, and he's going to go down. FPX, they want to burst this dragon. They want to try and get it before IG can answer, but IG are on the way. Here comes the cavalry. Ning's here. Can he get the smite? The answer's no. Goes the way of FPX. They deny the soul, but they cost him the troll as well. Now Khan desperately trying to get away, but the blast cone denied. This will be 3 kills over to IG.
They're looking for the teleport play as well. They're cutting them off everywhere.
Oh, he doesn't get away with it, but he wants a 1v1 straight onto Puff. Beautifully done by LWX. Crisp, though, has been left out to dry. Rookie finishes it. No, the Shy gets the kill.
And this is LWX once again, the sole survivor on FPX. IG played that beautifully. They realized, look, if FPX gets a second dragon, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Instead, we're going to go make the play onto Doinby and manage to get back in time to fight FPX on the objective. Now, though, they need to pick up something off of this. Yes, the gold is nice, but they're not finding the objectives off of these because of how much they've just picked up on the map so far.
And I'll tell you what, Puff did not love that tap. Yeah, minus 816 gold on the Baron power play there. But it's not that surprising. They got it from behind.
And this play from Southwind, once again, is amazing. Manages to get the engage that they needed, and Southwind's thresh throughout this game has been so pivotal. Not only controlling the engages here, but the disengages have been amazing as well.
Misfortune's passive, love tap, baby, just annihilates him. There's nothing you can do about it.
And you see the panic from Puff as well, just fly out with every bit of damage I have, but there's no way you can match.
It's just the AD carry case of like, I have more BF swords than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh dear. Well, that's going to be one little consolation prize for FPX, but ultimately, even though the kill was nice from LWX, it was at the cost of 4 of his teammates. So I think IG is still going to be happy with that play.
They're still going to be very happy, and you're starting to see these items roll through as well for IG, making them even happier. Look at that mid lane. Rookie has 3 of his items completed, now working up towards a Rabadon's death cap as well. When he completes that, he's going to be so large that it's going to be nigh on impossible for FPX to deal with him unless Doinby can set up the play with his Destiny on towards Rookie. But that's very difficult to do with how Rookie's been playing so far.
Doinby off in the side lane. This is exactly what you expect when you see him lock that Twisted Fate in. He's just going to be off around the map. Pops his Destiny. He knows that they're on the way to him. He can TP up further in the top lane to get away from this one. The cannon. Oh, he's turned onto a minion. He's turned back on the tower. It's not going to get the tower. Oh! What? He's 17 HP. The cannon turned around randomly and attacked a minion. I hate it when they do that.
Where's the coding? Why is that a thing? It does mean a breath of fresh air for IG, though, who were obviously holding their breath to see if they could keep that tower alive. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, though, if FPX shove in that wave once again, they will just pick up that tower as a default. So FPX right now trying to get control of this Baron area. Oh, Rookie.
I was expecting the players to be feeling the pressure of this game. I was not expecting the minions to be feeling the pressure of this game. The cannon, just pure panic mode, didn't know what to do, couldn't handle the pressure.
Shoot everything, I don't know.
Just fire at everything nearby. Just go for the turret, mate. Always go for the turret. Rookie error there from the cannon minion. But let's reset for a second. Let's get serious, because the gold lead at 34 minutes into the game is a mere 2,000 in favor of IG.
And it means pretty much nothing if you're on FPX's side when you look at how late we are in the game. But for IG, with the composition they have with Rookie and Puff, who are both these late game carries, they're going to be able to do a lot with the gold that they've injected into themselves.
Very exciting. He finally got that tower. And FPX are like, all right, well, if you're not going to answer, we just saw you all on the Destiny. We know you're nowhere near the Baron. Let's just go for this one, because we've got Twisted Fate, we've got Misfortune. We're just going to burst it on down. Puff's arriving, but he's too late to his own birthday party. Shy gets a bit of a tap in. It's going to be nothing more.
And I love this call from FPX. When IG's comp doesn't have a huge amount of engage, you're really relying on either Rookie getting that sweeping Emperor's Divide or Southwind with a flash hook. And FPX realize, hey, look, if we can burst this down, we can escape pretty easily before IG show up, thanks to spotting them on that Destiny from doing these.
Yeah, but Ning's like, well, I got the red buff, so who's the real winner here? And I think the answer is FPX, and I think Ning knows it as well. But Dragon up in 20 seconds. This, again, would be sold for IG, but FPX got the last one.
was off the plays IG made towards mid, though. We're seeing a very similar setup here.
The Shy is here a little bit too early. Bullet time used way too early, though. The Shy doesn't go down, knocks Tian away. Ning's arriving. Good damage out of Rookie here. Redemption to keep everyone healthy. Ning jumps to his teammates. B has Destiny available. Ning going to start this Dragon off. If they can get the Soul, they almost certainly win the fight here. Tian can't get nearby. Graviton to keep him away. Crisp has to flash out of the fight. Ning back onto the Dragon once again, but there's a huge pick. It's onto Southwind. Dragon's still at half. They're keeping this one safe. They don't want to go for the smite fight just yet. But now the burst comes on through. Sonic Wave onto the Dragon. In he goes, but it's Tian that gets it. Denies the Soul, keeps himself safe, and they get a bonus kill onto Ning.
And they still have 1:30 on this Baron. As long as Khan doesn't go down, they can look to keep this pressure up. IG started up the objective when they wanted to try and poke out, and it gave FPX the opportunity to move in, find the pick onto Southwind, and now they're getting onto these turrets.
And with the Baron on top of everything else, they can roll through these structures.
It's not only the Baron, it's the triple Ocean Soul that they have. They're so healthy.
Huge pillar going down, but Doombee's low himself. Rookie can't quite close the gap. Puff doesn't have Calibrum right now. The Shy waiting for his acceleration gate. Crisp goes back in. TP channel, but Crisp has already fallen. Bullet time onto Rookie as well. He's dropped to LWX. The Shy can't escape, and it's a triple. 2 games in a row. LWX shows up.
And now they're able to push on through this bottom lane. Minions are arriving. You've got Lichbanes. You've got a Misfortune who's fully built. FPX will tear through these structures.
With the Baron behind them, FPX are looking for a second game here. Ning goes into proxy the wave, but there's enough minions there. FPX will go 2-0 and IG are nowhere to be seen.
FPX get off to an amazing start in this game for IG to bite back, but that last fight at that Dragon, that was the mistake from IG. Not playing towards their composition of trying to have the poke from the Shy come in, see if you can have a Zero Soldier start to whittle away at the health bars of some of these tankier members on FPX. And when IG are the ones in the pit, they're given the opportunity for FPX to find these engages, to find the fight that they want to. And when they crumble, FPX just close the game out.
Where was the hard engages here? Where was him jumping in for the shred? Okay, maybe that wasn't actually the play, but it would have been exciting.
It would have been.
What a game. What a game too. This is the kind of chaos I wanted. But ultimately, as you rightly say, this is one of the strengths and weaknesses of IG. Because when you draft like this, you're drafting for a chaotic game. And it was, by all counts, a chaotic game here. But when it does get turned into a 5v5, when FPX managed to wrestle some semblance of control and force you in that situation, these kind of compositions won't work out.
And that's the thing, is that they were doing a great job of finding these fights where FPX were the ones aggressing onto them. Because you have great disengage with Acceleration Gate, Emperor's Divide to shove people back, you have Puff who's going to be churning out a heap of damage, alongside Southwind to start maneuvering people around with that Lantern. The problem though was when they go into the pit first, if you are not fully situated and all on the same page where you can start to get this kite back, well then it's FPX who, with just that superior engage, that better team fighting style, can look to turn it around with the poke not coming in from IG.
Look how little damage FPX did. They're able to win the game out, but it was not based on the damage to champions. It was based on objectives. It was based on map control. And that, honestly, is where FPX have thrived this entire split.
And it was what helped them to win out here as well. Doinby putting pressure on towards that top side. And a fantastic call from FPX to TP back into that Baron to set up the plays. The issue, though, that we're seeing once again is that the mid-game is a little bit of a struggle for FPX. They do get off to a great start where they're accelerating their pace, they're getting the gold lead in their advantage. But 1 or 2 missed fights is all that IG needed to start the swing in their favor. Now, if I'm FPX, I'm a little bit worried looking at that, because this is something that's plagued them a little bit more recently, where they used to have such a strong mid-game. It now looks to be falling apart a bit.
Yeah, it felt like there was a couple of plays there that were not necessarily as calibrated as they would have liked, but that is also the nature of playing against IG. When you think of IG, you think of this chaos. You think of them playing an unorthodox style of League of Legends and pulling you all around the map, playing in all kinds of different positions and lanes, and when you see Rookie on this Azir as well, you're not necessarily going to know what to expect out of the guy. Because, again, this isn't the style that they usually go for. They don't usually go for a scaling mid laner quite in that same way. They usually go for something that's going to dominate the lane.
And it's something that is a little bit special for Rookie, where he's able to play a lot of these different styles of champions. And it nearly did work out for IG there. It's just at the last hurdle they start to mess it up. So I want to see again coming back into this, if we can have a similar style of draft for IG. If they want to go for this, it could work. But the Shy needs to figure out how to play this top lane, because every single time he's been focused, he's been picked off, and he's giving these massive leads to Khan, who at the start of that game was 5-0.
It's, I don't know, it's a rough one because Jace is his pick, right? When you think of the Shy, you think of Rumble and you think of Jace. 2 games in a row now, it's not looked good. In their last series against Top Esports, it didn't look good. Maybe just move away from it.
If there is someone who's going to understand Jace, it's going to be Khan. He had a 90% win rate in summer 2017 in LCK on that champion. He was renowned for his Jace play. He's going to know how to beat it. He's going to know the ins and outs of it. And especially when he's getting help from the jungler, it's going to be so easy for Khan to take over.
It's been a rough series for the Shy, that is for sure. But FPX, after a shaky mid-game, a back-and-forth battle, they go 2-0 on the scoreboard. And they're on the cusp of flooring IG here for 3rd place. We'll see if they can finish things off right here after the break.
这个厄菲琉斯出来想守，但1打5的团战怎么打？哇，断国加左镜，星辉夜蝶也好了，感觉一步不掉了，哇！速度立刻提升一个档次，
但是又来了，
又要进场见小天有闪的，
有机会
铁男可以先点小天，其实铁男找小天，小天闪电下来，天场见谁的？这回没有抢到，而且侧面铁男解决到了泰坦，交一个闪现过后，龙坑里飞轮刃的伤害太高了，闪现过来直接连杀2人，厄菲琉斯龙坑永远的神。挺伤的，真的
金身躲掉了最致命一击，其实对于纵来说就有点难受了。
但是松松这边做视野，看到了对面3个人，绿毛过来这一勾勾
没有勾到，
是，但女枪现在不在，
但这波要被反包了，京东的人
有一个 TP 踢下来，野辅的位置很尴尬，这一勾还想勾辛德拉，非常的贪心的拉一挥，直接把落地的对面给秒掉了，对面刚才内部跳了所有技能，这波没有能力保护自己，而且牙膏闪过来之后被林伟强收掉，但侧面女枪这边也收到林伟强，正面这边锤石开了一个中亚之后，在虚弱结束之后杀掉了对面的泰坦。这个基地一起偷掉也不是不可能，偷了一套，你要变成被打掉，这边开起来，看围观者打出一个闪电之后，这边估计进了2个人，但是他在这边开了一个闪是很肉 ，Loker 这边输出非常高，大招想牵制 Loker 的输出，但 Loker 这边已经打满了自己的飞轮。回身在追击战中 ，Loker 还没有人管啊！刘星座对面这回身撸一套，直接打出自己的中亚，但是 Loker 感觉要收割了。塔团打得太果断了 ，Loker 自始至终没有人能摸到他。
季后赛的上校感觉也稳了呀。
季后赛的上校见过太多翻盘了呀，常规赛见了太多翻盘，上校季后赛开始，这个打安全牌，
稳一点再出来，
稳一点，对吧？
只不过高地正面如果不太好上，可以去野区搜刮一轮。
勒弗兰这2彩都交了，能开他的，我觉得高子哥这不给机会了，回到高地，
哇，这波移形换影又是回到了自己的影子身上，
杀了吧，感觉在一个 Q
还能跑，
还有想法，
给他跑，
队友接了一下，
西太疯了，
哇，这波被秀傻了，
治疗救起来了。